Can NRI start a company in India without actually having a physical office space? Yes, and thousands are already doing it. If you are an NRI sitting in Dubai, London, or the US, you are watching the Indian economy boom right now. You want a piece of the action. You want to launch a tech startup, set up an export business, or invest in the Indian real estate. But then the logistical nightmare hits you. You think, I don't live in India. Do I need to fly down? Do I have to sign a 3-year commercial lease for an office I will never visit? How do I even open a bank account? Because of these assumptions, brilliant business ideas get delayed for years. Hi, I am Ayush, and at JustStart, we help founders, foreign nationals, and non-resident Indians navigate the exact legal framework required to set up and scale their businesses in India. Today, I am going to bust the biggest myths about NRI company incorporation and give you the exact legal blueprint to launch your Indian company entirely remotely without renting a single square foot of commercial real estate. Let's get into it. Let us start with the biggest roadblock, the office space. Under the Companies Act 2013, to register a private limited company in India, you are legally mandated to have a registered office within 30 days of incorporation. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs needs an address to send official legal notices. The law says you need a registered address. It does not say you need a physical desk, glass cabins, or a full-time receptionist. This is where the concept of a virtual office comes in. A virtual office is a 100% legal, highly cost-effective service provided by major co-working spaces and business centers across prime commercial hubs in India. Instead of paying rupees 50,000 a month in rent and heavy security deposits, you pay a fraction of that cost, usually an annual subscription. In return, you get a premium legal business address to register your company with the ROC, a no objection certificate, NOC, and utility bills from the property owner which you need for incorporation. A dedicated desk for mail forwarding, meaning if the government sends you a physical letter, the virtual office receives it, scans it, and emails it to you immediately. With a virtual office, your real estate problem is completely solved on day one at a fraction of the cost. Now that the office space is sorted, let's talk about the human element. You cannot run an Indian company with only NRI sitting abroad. The Indian government requires a local point of contact. By law, every private limited company must have at least one Indian resident director. This means one person on your board must have stayed in India for a minimum of 182 days in the previous financial year. If you are an NRI incorporating the business with another NRI co-founder, you need a third person. How do you solve this remotely? For NRIs, the most standard, practical, and secure route is to appoint a trusted family member or a close friend who lives in India as this resident director. They don't necessarily need to hold equity or shares in the company. They just need to be on the board to fulfill the statutory requirement. The third big question, do I have to fly down to India to sign the papers or open the bank account? Absolutely not. The entire incorporation process is 100% digital. To become a director and shareholder from abroad, you simply need to get your documents like your passport and overseas address proof like a bank account statement or utility bill notarized and apostilled in your current country of residence. If you live in a non-Hague Convention country, you get them attested by the Indian embassy there. You can either courier those documents or send the scanned soft copies to your consultant in India, and that is it. Your digital signature certificate is generated online. Further, for bank account opening, you may or may not have to fly to India. Some big Indian private sector and public sector banks support online bank account opening, where the regular KYC can be done by the directors and shareholders by visiting the foreign branches of those banks in your country of residence. So it totally depends upon case-to-case basis. And now you must be thinking, what about the funding? When you wire your share capital from your foreign bank account to your newly formed Indian company, it is classified as foreign direct investment. As an NRI, you actually have a massive advantage here. You can choose to invest on a repatriable basis or a non-repatriable basis. If you invest on a non-repatriable basis, meaning you don't plan to take the principal capital back out of India, you are treated on par with domestic residents and the compliance is incredibly minimal. But if you want to invest on a repatriable basis, the funds come through normal banking channels under the automatic route and your compliance team just have to file an FCGPR form with the RBI within 30 days. Either way, the corporate bank account once opened can be operated digitally from anywhere in the world. Now to sum it up, you do not need a physical office and you do not need to pause your life abroad to build a business in India. All you need is a virtual office, one trusted resident director, apostilled documents, and a team that knows exactly how to handle the RBI and MCA compliances. India is open for businesses and the barriers to entry have never been lower for NRIs. If you are an NRI ready to set up your Indian entity and need a seamless end-to-end partner to handle the virtual office, the incorporation, the FDI filings, and the tax structuring, my team at JustStart is ready to help. Click the link in the description below to book a direct consultation with us. We will handle the legal foundation so you can focus on scaling your vision. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more hardcore business and compliance truths. Keep building and stay compliant. See you in the next one.